Hey guys, Tech Timmy here. So today I am excited to be unboxing my new Amazon Echo Show 8 second generation. I had the first generation for a while now and I loved it, but let's see what improvements we can get with the new second gen show. All right, so I broke down and I upgraded to the new Echo Show 8 as part of Amazon's new trade-in program. Basically, they'll buy back your old devices for a fraction of the cost of what you paid, but you can still get some money back for them. So I feel like, rather than just upgrading and adding yet another device to my multi-room music here, I am going to send the old one back. I really like this device, particularly the way that it sounds as part of my multi-room music setup, and also when paired with I have it paired with an Echo subwoofer that just sounds amazing. And I added a stand to it as well. So this sort of chrome looking stand, which kind of gives it a new level takes it to a new level of elegance from a looks perspective. I just love the thing. So I had it on my bedside table, and I used it for my alarms and so forth. And really, it's my sort of the hub has been the hub in my bedroom since I bought it. And now with this new Echo Show 8 second generation. So I will say about the first generation, the main issue that I have with this guy is the response time. Is that I have the wake word for this particular device set to be Ziggy, and Ziggy can be somewhat laggy at times. So Ziggy is just another wake word instead of using ALEXA. But when I ask certain things, particularly playing multi-room music and so forth, there's a little bit of lag often before I get a response. So I'm hoping the new faster processor with the Echo Show 8 second generation fixes that. So just to do a quick rundown in terms of what's in the box here. So, or in terms of the key specs of the device. So you have the 8-inch screen, obviously, which is the same exact size as the predecessor. But you have a much better camera at 13 megapixels. I believe the old one was either 8 or 5 megapixels. Leave me a comment down below if you know the actual spec on that. But I do believe that this is a markedly upgraded camera for sure. And then the speakers are just slightly larger in the second gen model, and I'm hoping they sound just that much better. But I have no complaints about the way the Echo Show 8 sounded, particularly as part of my multi-room music configuration. Bluetooth compatibility, obviously. You have ALEXA on board, and then you have a microphone and camera on-off shutter, similar to the previous one. So I can show you what that looks like right on this guy. So you just turn that off, and it turns off the camera for additional privacy. So in case you don't want Amazon spying on you, as I think a lot of people think happens, which I think is a bunch of hooey, but okay. And then so here, yeah. So without further ado, let's just take it out of the box, and you can probably tell I'm pretty excited to be doing this upgrade. And this is, like as I said, one of my favorite Amazon devices was the first gen model. So I'm excited to be unboxing the second gen, and I'm curious as to see whether or not my cool looking stand will fit on this guy. Presumably it will, but let's just see. So here's the display itself. So you just lift that off, and then it looks very familiar. It looks pretty much identical to the first gen model. Size and form factor and so forth. And then we have our lovely plastic on the outside here. I always struggle with getting this off for some reason, even though it's supposedly pretty easy. Here we go. Oh, so there's a little tabby thing here. Let's see. Hey, look at that. I'm getting better at this over time here, guys. Okay, so there we go. And obviously, pardon the jigginess with my tripod there. So brand spanking new, which is nice. The one noticeable difference on the front is that the camera, you can already tell, is larger just by the lens of the camera itself is probably twice as large as the old one. So that's kind of neat, and that's that new 13 megapixel camera. And then on the top, we have our standard controls, so volume up, volume down, and then we have a mute button, and then there's that camera shutter again. And oh, what's interesting, so there's actually more of an indicator, a larger size indicator when the shutter's closed, which is cool. I mean, it gives you that extra peace of mind, I suppose. And then on the bottom, we should have a place for a mount, and we do. And it looks like my old mount is probably going to fit. Why don't we just do that right now? Yep, and I'll leave a link down below in the description to the actual mount that I bought, and also an unboxing video that I did for the mount and the installation. But you can see how easy it is to install right there. And I really think that this just takes the show to a new level. This stand, I love it. So very cool, and then you can tilt it down and so forth once the stand is assigned. And then in terms of what else is in the box, so we have our standard Amazon documentation, and so this is, I believe, legal type information in multiple languages and a little itty bitty type indeed. And then here we have our standard instruction booklet, which you don't really even need because these things are just, Amazon just made them so easy to set up. It's basically just plug and play. Plug it in and follow along with what ALEXA tells you to do, and whatever additional configuration you need to do inside the ALEXA app. And then we have our proprietary power cord, and it's interesting that it's white again. It seems that with the new products, all of Amazon has gone with a white cord, which I suppose is clean looking in a way, but for these darker type devices, I think I would rather have them be black rather than have all these white power cords hanging around all over the place. But it is what it is on that. And then wattage, I believe this is 30, so it's a 30 watt power draw. And so and that's essentially it in a nutshell. Nothing else in the box. But again, the big draw for me with the upgrade to the second generation of Echo Show 8 versus the first generation Echo Show 8 is the response time with the new processor. I'm hoping that it's just that little bit faster, where it's going to take some of the annoyance out of having to wait for my friend ZIGGY to wake up and get things done for me. So anyhow, just a simple unboxing video for today. I'll do some benchmark testing in a later video. If you're into that sort of thing, consider giving me a subscribe to my channel. And if you wouldn't mind just hitting the like button, it helps out the channel a lot. And tells YouTube that it's a good video and to show more videos like it. So anyhow, I hope you found this helpful and hope to see you in the next video. Cheers.